And here we are, Game 6 of the 2028 World Series, back home in Tampa Bay at Gas Plant Ballpark. The Rays have a 3-2 lead over the Mets in the series, and they have their top two pitchers on the mound for these last two games if we needed. You see, we blew them out in Game 1, and we back and forth. Teams have traded victories throughout the series, and Shane McClanahan's on the mound, our ace, trying to pitch us to our first World Series victory, and Kodai Senga trying to save the season for the Mets. It's the New York Mets back up against the wall. Nothing else to lose. They got to come out and play well. For our guys, we got one to play with here. Just play a good game and try and bring home that World Series championship. We want that trophy right there. Let's get into Game 6. On the mound for the Rays, Shane McClanahan, our Cy Young MVP. Had a little bit of a rough postseason. Great start against the Yankees. Been giving up too many home runs in the postseason. Got to get that fixed today, hopefully. And the first guy is going to face, as usual, Luis Angel Acuna. Their leadoff guy not having the greatest postseason. Down on the count now, 0-2. Here's the pitch from Shane. And he swings at a pitch on the shoe tops. Nasty back foot slider strikes him out for the first out. Gotta love the way this game's starting. See this replay. Snaps off that slider and it just broke down and almost hit the dirt. We'll take that for the first out. Great start. That'll bring in Brandon Nimmo. See what he's done in the postseason. He's 4 for 20 with 2 home runs in the World Series. He's down on the count 0-2. Here's the pitch from Shane. And that's going to be a ground ball to first. Snagged by Sanchez. Back in the lineup tonight. Steps on the bag. That's his second out. Gave Willie the night off in Game 6. Here's the Mets lineup. Same one they've been running out all World Series against left-handed starting pitching. And in steps Juan Soto. He's 5 for 18 with a home run in the series. Work the count full now. Here's the pitch from Shane. And a swing and a miss and a foul tip caught by Basallo. And that's the second strikeout of the inning, a third out of the inning, and a great start for Tampa Bay and Shane McClanahan as we set them down 1-2-3 as we head to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for the Mets, Kodai Senga. 6 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, no runs allowed in Game 2. Pitched great. Mets are counting on another performance like that tonight. And the first guy he's going to face, Chandler Simpson. He's only 5 for 20 in the World Series with 4 steals, so he needs to get on base. Started slow, has been heating up late. He's got a 3-0 count now. Here's a pitch from Senga, and that's going to be low. A 4-pitch walk to start the bottom of the first. Just what we were looking for, not what they were looking for. You know what's going to happen on the very first pitch to Figueroa. There's Senga. There goes Simpson. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. Throw down, and he's in safe. Way safe. So now we have our man in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Our best hitter in the playoffs up. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Backhanded by Lindor, and he takes his time. Throw to first, and he's safe. He kind of took that casually on the backhand, and Figueroa beats it out for an infield hit. It's going to be his 8th one of the World Series. See, bust down the line. He doesn't have Simpson's speed, but he got down there quick enough and beat the throw. Now we got 2 of our 3 stolen base guys on in front of Caminero. See if we're going to put them both in motion or not. Junior having a great World Series, 9 for 22, 3 doubles and a home run. And both runners are going. Strike, throw down, and not in time as the double steal with Simpson and Figueroa puts 2 men in scoring position now with nobody out. 1-2 count now on Caminero. Here's the pitch, and he swings and misses on a high fastball and strikes out. Hoping he can at least hit a fly ball, but Senga gets a K, big K there. See this replay. He just blows it by him at the letters. That was a clutch strikeout from the Mets pitcher. That'll bring in Pete Murray. He's 6 for 18. We all know about the 3 home runs in Game 1. He's driven in 11. He's also stolen 5 bases in the World Series, 4 in 1 game. But he's down 0-2. Here's the pitch from Senga, and he swings and misses a fastball off the plate and strikes out as well. So not a good look there. Tampa getting 2 men in scoring position with nobody out, 2 straight strikeouts. Now it's up to Lou. And there's a smash into right field. That's going to get down. Simpson scores. Here comes Figueroa. Throw from Soto to the plate. And he's safe. As Figueroa slides around the tag. And Lou comes in clutch with the 2-out single, driving in 2 runs. See the replay. Strong throw by Soto. Doesn't have the greatest arm. If he throws it up the third base side, they might have had him. But it gave him just enough time to slide around the tag. And we get a 2-0 lead early. And it brings in Evan Carter. He's 5 for 19 in the series. 3-1 count on him now. Here's the pitch. And it's high and outside for ball 4. So Senga, second walk of the inning, keeps it alive. So we got 2 men on and 2 out for Willie Sanchez. Having a rough World Series. He's 1 for 16 with a home run. He's ahead in the count 3-0 now. Senga's control has left him. And there's another 4-pitch walk. Third walk of the inning. Second 4-pitch walk. And that brings in Carson Williams. He's 1 for 13 with 8 strikeouts in the series. Bases loaded now, 2 out. So he can find grass somewhere. Here's the 1-2 pitch. There's a shot into right center field. Soto racing back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone! Carson Williams with a grand slam home run in the first inning of Game 6 has broken it open. It is 6-0. And all 6 runs have been scored with 2 outs. Wow, Carson, he doesn't get many hits, but he's got the power. Over 20 home runs on the year. See this replay. He takes the high cutter and just goes with it and gets all wood on that one. Look at this. Bam, right off the barrel. And he hits a grand slam. It's only his second hit of the World Series and breaks this game open. Wow, and that's it for Senga. He doesn't even get out of the first inning. Throws 29 pitches, gives up 6 runs on 3 hits and 3 walks. I am in utter shock. And in comes Brandon Sproat. He did this in Game 1 when Shane Bieber got lit up. So he's going to have to throw multiple innings again here just to hold the fort until the Mets offense get going. They've only had 3 batters. And that brings in Sam Basallo with nobody on and 2 out. Be the 9th batter of the inning. He's 5 for 13 in the World Series. Having a great World Series, including 2 home runs. Here's a 1-2 pitch. And he strikes out on the curveball to end the inning. But the Tampa Bay Rays get a grand slam home run by Carson Williams. And they lead 6-0 after the first inning here in Game 6. My goodness. And leading off the top of the second, it's going to be Mark Vientos. Mets feel like they've just been jumped in the back alley again. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and here's a pop fly into right field. Carter's over, and he's going to have that for the first out. Barely had time to sit down in our seats, and it's 6-0. And here's Carson Bench having a great World Series for the Mets. 5 for 10. He's got a double and a home run. 2-2 count now. Here's a pitch from Shane. And it's going to be a ground ball to second base. Lou's got it. Here's the throw to first, and there's 2 down. And that'll bring in catcher Francisco Alvarez. See what he's done in the entire postseason. It's 2 for 19. He does have a home run here in the World Series. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And there's a shot into right field down the line. Carter chasing, and it's down and all the way to the wall. Alvarez around first, digging for second. Here's the throw, and it's not on the bagger. He might have had him. So Alvarez is going to have a 2-out double. That's the first hit for the Mets tonight. It's on their 6th batter. See this replay. Drives that pitch the opposite way. A lot of opposite field home runs and doubles in this series. Doesn't have the greatest wheels, but he manages to get in safe. So now the Mets have their first runner in scoring position with 2 out. Drew Gilbert up. He's 3 for 7 in the World Series. Down in the count, 1-2. Here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 at the letters. So McClanahan gives up the 2-out double and nothing else. As we go to the bottom of the second inning, it's 6-0 Tampa Bay. And we're going to hop ahead to the bottom of the 4th inning. Not much going on. Carson Williams back up for his first time since the grand slam in the first inning. Still in shock over that. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Sproat. There's a shot into center field. Gilbert Couple of steps in, and he's going to have that for the first out. Now to bring in Sam Basallo, struck out in the first. Still having a good World Series, though. Down to count 1-2. Here's the pitch from Sproat. There's a line shot into center field. That's going to get down and get by Gilbert and go all the way to the wall. Basallo around first, and he's going to be into second base with a one-out double. His hot streak in the World Series continues. He was so cold in the first 2 rounds, and he's heating up at the right time. You see him take that pitch the opposite way, deepest part of the ballpark. That'll bring in Chandler Simpson. Walked, stole 2 bases, scored the first run of the game. Got a man on second and 1 out. Here's the pitch from Sproat. Here's a fly ball in the left field. Nimmo tracing back to the track. He's got it. And the runner's going to hold it second. That's a second out of the inning. And that's going to bring in Andres Figueroa, one of the hottest men for the entire month of October. See what he's done in the World Series. Got a man in scoring position with 2 outs. And here's a shot into right field. Soto going back to the track, to the wall, and this one's gone. Andres Figueroa just cannot stop getting hits. Smokes his 3rd home run of the postseason. And this game is now 8-0 Tampa Bay. And the hit parade does not stop. Rays not letting up on the gas. See this pitch from Sproat. Tried to get it outside, and Figueroa's got power that way. He drives that pitch. Poor Soto just keeps running into the wall. And Tampa Bay, I'm stunned. I can't believe this. And Camanero's going to come up now. He's had a quiet night. Had a busy World Series, but a quiet night. 1-2 pitch. There's going to be a high fly ball into center field. Gilbert drifting over. He's going to have that, and that's the 3rd out. But the Rays tack on 2 more runs on Andres Figueroa's 3rd home run of the postseason, and we're up 8-0 after 4. And the Mets would go down 1-2-3 in the top half, so Pete Murray is going to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Sproat still on the mound for the Mets. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Murray. There's a shot into left field. Nimmo racing back, and it's off the wall. Murray around first, digging for second. Here's the throw, and he's going to be in with a leadoff double, as we just cannot stop hitting the ball all over the park tonight. The Rays can smell it, especially after that grand slam in the first. See Murray, another shot, another extra base hit to the opposite field. It's been that way for both teams the entire series. And that'll bring in Lou Garcia now. Man in scoring position, nobody out. Here's a pitch. And that gets away from Alvarez, goes all the way to the backstop, and Murray's going to go to third base. Wild pitch by Sproat. Now all I got to do is get the ball out of the infield, and we'll tack on another run. Here's Lou, 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive, snagged by Noda right above the ground. Ball was sinking. Lou thought he had a base hit, and that'll be the first out, and that brings in Evan Carter. He walked and scored in the first. Struck out in the third. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball in the center field. Gilbert's running over, settles under it. Murray's tagging. Here's the throw. Strong throw, but not in time as Murray walks in, and it's now 9-0 Tampa Bay. That'll bring in Willie Sanchez. Nobody on. 2 out. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses. Ball gets away from Alvarez. Throw down to first, and they just get him for the third out. But the Rays tack on another run. Double sack fly. It's now 9-0 after 5. And we head to the top of the 6th inning. Ryan Noda going to lead it off. Struck out his first time. See what he's done there in the World Series. McClanahan's only allowed that double to Alvarez and a walk to Acuna so far. Here's a shot into right field. Carter racing back to the track, to the wall, and he's not going to have it. Ryan Noda, solo shot to right, gets the Mets on the board. It's 3rd of the playoffs, 2nd of the World Series. Shane's been giving up a lot more home runs in the playoffs than normal. With this big lead, really doesn't make that much difference. Just need outs at this point. It's only the second hit for the Mets. See the replay. Yeah, that was letter high right over the middle of the plate. Missed his location, and Noda made him pay. Now to bring in Luis Angel Acuna. He's got a strikeout and a walk. Heading to count 3-1. Here's the pitch from Shane, and way high for ball 4, so he's going to draw his second walk of the game. That'll put a man on with nobody out. Brandon Nimmo, 2 groundouts on the night. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball in the center field. Simpson's under that. He's going to have that for the first out. As Acuna goes back to first. That'll bring in Soto, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 0-2 count now. Here's the pitch. And there's a shot into right center field. Carter chasing. Back to the track, to the wall, and that one's gone also. So the Mets get 2 home runs in the inning. They now have 3 runs, trying to scratch their way back into this game with the long ball. As McClanahan gives up 2 more home runs. Can't be missing out over the plate to these Mets hitters. They got way too much power for that. See the replay. That was right down the middle. And that is not where you want to throw the ball to Soto. It's a towering shot into right center field. And that's going to be it for Shane. We're not going to let him just get hammered in this inning. Pitched great up to that point. Like I said, he only allowed 1 hit and 1 walk before this inning started. And fans are going to give him a hand. Hopefully it's the last time we see him this season. And in steps Porter Hodge out of the bullpen. See what he's done so far in the postseason. Pitched much better than he did in the regular season. And we just need him to get 2 outs here and get us out of the inning. And Mark Vientos is going to be the first man he faces. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch from Hodge. And he swings and misses and strikes out. So that's his second out of the inning. Good start for Porter. Now to bring in Benj. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from Hodge. And it's going to be a ground ball to second. Lou's got it. Throw to first. And we're finally out of the inning. But the Mets use the long ball. Ryan Noda with a solo shot. And Juan Soto with a 2-run shot. And it's now 9-3 Tampa Bay. And leading off the bottom of the 6th inning is going to be Carson Williams. 1 for 2. Big grand slam back in the first inning. He's down in count 1-2 to Sproat. Here's the pitch. There's a shot into right center field. Soto back, chasing it to the track, to the wall, and it's gone! Carson Williams, his 2nd home run of the game, 4th of the playoffs. Pete Murray hits 3 in Game 1, and Carson's got 2 here in Game 6. Boys love hitting at home. Most unlikely 2 guys coming into this series that you thought were just going to hit home runs galore. And Carson has a Game 6 to remember. Another opposite field home run. Just drives that into the gap and over the wall. I'm sure Soto's tired of seeing those fans over there. And that's going to be it. Sproat's out of this game, which he should be. I mean, it's 10-3 now. And new pitcher for New York, Spencer Bivens. Look at that 9.53 ERA. He's not pitching much better. And first man he's going to face is catcher Sam Basallo. 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. He's got a strikeout to go along with that double. 0-1 count. Bivens has such a long, slow windup. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball. Base hit past Noda down into the corner. Basallo around first, digging for second, and he's looking for his 2nd double of the game. He is fully awake now in the World Series after a rough start to the playoffs. He is on fire as well. Just roped it 1 hop past Noda into the corner. Now to bring in Chandler Simpson with another man in scoring position with nobody out. And a pitch from Bivens. That's going to be a ground ball. Acuna's got it. Throws and gets the runner out. Basallo moves to third on the play. And that'll bring in the hottest guy on the team, Andres Figueroa, 2 for 3 with a single, a home run, 2 runs, 2 RBIs, a stolen base. It's just phenomenal postseason. And he's going to swing and miss and strike out on the ball in the dirt and be the second out of the inning. We can forgive him for that. He's had such a great playoffs. And that'll bring in Junior, having a quiet Game 6. Really carried the team in New York. Down in count 1-2, though. Here's the pitch from Bivens. And it hits him on the hip. So there we go. Another base runner. And that's going to bring in Murray. Doubled and scored earlier. So now we got 2 on and 2 out. 10-3 Tampa Bay here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch from Bivens finally. And it's going to be a tapper to first base. Noda's got it. Flip to the pitcher, and he's going to beat Murray to the bag for the 3rd out. But the Rays get another run. Carson Williams' 2nd home run of the game. 5th RBI. And we lead 10-3 after 6. And we're going to hop ahead to the top of the 8th inning. Luke Weaver coming in out of the pen to pitch for Tampa Bay. See what he's done in the postseason. Stellar performance. Huge strikeout back in New York. Get us out of a jam. First man he's going to face, Ryan Noda. Hit that solo home run off McClanahan his last time. He's down at count 0-2 though. And he chases a knuckle curve off the plate and strikes out for the 1st out. Nasty pitch there by Luke. That'll bring in Acuna. 0 for 1 with 2 walks and runs scored. 1-0 count to him. Here's the pitch from Luke. And there's a fly ball into left field down the line. Towards the corner in foul territory. And Murray's going to have that for the 2nd out.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that'll bring in Brandon Nimmo. Down on the count 0-2. Weaver trying to get a 1-2-3 inning. And here's a shot to right down the line. Curving towards the foul pole. And it's gone. So Brandon Nimmo, it's a high towering shot that just stays inside the foul pole. Makes this game 10-4 as the Mets hit their 3rd home run of the game. Just like they did back in Game 1. We hit 5, they hit 3. It doesn't matter at this point. Down 10-4. See the replay of this pitch. That was a high fastball, and he got it. Just hit a towering shot. And that'll bring in Soto. Hit a 2-run homer his last time. Here's the first pitch to him as a smash to first, and Sanchez snags that for the 3rd out. But Brandon Nimmo, tack-on run for the Mets. Be too little too late as they're down 10-4 going to the bottom of the 8th inning. And we went down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the inning. So now Kevin Kelly's going to come out of the pen and finish this game off. It's not going to be Cade Smith. It's not going to be Roger Guy. We're going with the guy who's been in our bullpen since day 1, the veteran right-handed reliever. It's been stellar for us all 4 seasons. Going to give him the privilege of finishing this game off. And here's a ground ball base hit. No, grabbed by Williams, throw to first, and he gets him. Wow, what range by Williams. I thought that was just going to bounce on through. And he guns down Vientos to start the inning. And that'll bring in Benj, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And there's a ground ball to Williams. He's going to have that. Throw to first, and there's 2 down. 1 more out to go, boys and girls. 1 more out, and Tampa Bay will have their first World Series championship. In steps Francisco Alvarez. Doubled earlier for the first hit of the game. And here's going to be a ground ball base hit up the middle, so he's going to get his 2nd hit of the game. And we're not done yet. As the Mets scratch out a 2-out single here in the 9th. Down 6. That's going to bring in Drew Gilbert. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Last chance for the Mets here. Full count on him. Here's the pitch from Kelly. And it's going to be a ground ball. Base hit up the middle. Alvarez is going to stop at second. The Mets, a little 2-out rally here. They got 2 men on and 2 out. Frankie Lindor coming up. He's 2 for 20 in the World Series, having a rough World Series. 0-1 count on him. Here's a pitch from Kelly. And that's going to be a ground ball to first. Sanchez has got it. Steps on the bag, and Tampa Bay Rays are your 2028 World Series champions. The first in their history. Kevin Kelly gets to celebrate on the field. We did it, boys and girls. We did it. Yes. Got close last year. Bad start in the World Series. Almost came all the way back. Thoroughly dominated everybody this season. And we seal the deal here at home. Game 6. Carson Williams, grand slam, solo shot. McClanahan dominates early. Bullpen pretty much shuts him down. And there it is, the World Series trophy. It's what we worked hard for. And the boys are on the field loving it. See the reaction, Murray, after the third out. There goes Chandler, hopping around like a little kid. And there's Ron Manfred. Hate that dude, but he's going to give us the trophy to our manager. And there it is. Our first title. Finishes off an impressive 113 win season. There they are, all on the field for their team photo. There's the straight one. And there's the happy one. There we go. Let's check out this box score for one last time. Mets, 6 hits, 2 by Alvarez, 2 walks. They hit 3 home runs out of those 6 hits. Senga got just ambushed for 6 runs in 2/3 of an inning. Sproat gives up 4 in 4 innings. Our side, Figueroa, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 RBI. Garcia, 2 hits, 2 RBI. Carson Williams, 2 home runs, 5 RBI. Basallo, 2 hits, 4 walks in the game. Doubles by Murray and Basallo. Basallo had 2. Figueroa, Williams with home runs. We stole 3 bases. McClanahan does a great job until he ran out of gas there in the 6th. And the bullpen, other than that solo shot off Weaver, does their job. And we win our first World Championship. And the World Series MVP turns out to be Sam Basallo with his .412 batting average. He got hot late, but I would have given it personally to either Caminero or Pete Murray, but this game goes off batting average strictly. But got to be happy for him after he had such a bad start to the playoffs. Postseason MVP, though, is Andres Figueroa hitting .444. It's not including his 3rd home run, so I'm not sure what's going on with these stats, but ended up getting the American League postseason MVP. National League side, Juan Soto gets it. But yeah, Sam Basallo gets the MVP of the World Series. Let's take a look at the stats for our guys. Figueroa had 30 hits in 15 games in the entire postseason. That's absolutely ridiculous. Does have 3 home runs, 13 RBIs. So he drove in 13 runs in 15 games, and he scored 16 runs, and he only drove himself in 3 times. Stole 16 bases, 11-11 OPS. Caminero hits .339 with 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. Lou Garcia, .333, 2 home runs, 12 RBI. Evan Carter drives in 11. Carson Williams drives in 5 and hits 2 in 1 game at the very end. Sanchez had a rough postseason. Basallo ended at .209, but he had a great World Series. Pete Murray, all 3 home runs, all 11 RBIs, and all 5 stolen bases come in the World Series. Morgan had a rough one. Alcantara, his 1 hit was a game-tying single that allowed us to get the home run by Caminero off Bautista. On the pitching side, McClanahan, 3-2, .491 ERA. How many home runs did he give up? Because it was a lot. He allowed 7 home runs in 29 innings. That's not good. Taj Bradley, though, 3-0 with an .092 ERA and an .065 whip. Guy was phenomenal in every round. Shane finishes with 21 strikeouts in 18 innings. Good job. Pepio, not bad. Jackson Ferris, unsung hero, comes out of the pen in Game 5. Gives us an extra day of rest for both McClanahan and Bradley. And saves the day for us. Gets the win. Well, I think our bullpen got the win, but he did a great job, held him down after he gave up a run in the first. Bullpen side, Sam Johnson, the rookie, comes up at the end of the year, steps into the bullpen, does a great job, makes the postseason team, leads everybody in innings pitched on the bullpen side. Cade Smith, no runs allowed in the postseason. Porter Hodge, no runs allowed in the postseason. Mason Montgomery, a couple of home runs he allowed, but other than that, everybody in the bullpen was stellar. Roger Guy gets 4 saves, and just phenomenal. You see our GM goals. We won our first world championship, 95 games in the first season, lost in the wild card round to the Yankees. I tanked on purpose, made some trades in the second year, and freed up some spots for our young guys to come up and start, win 98 games, lose in Game 6 of the series in 2027, and then we win 113 games this year and make it all the way back to the World Series and win in Game 6 this year. And I didn't show you guys this during the season, but Roger Guy was the American League Pitcher of the Month in April. Shane Baz was American League Pitcher of the Month in May. Shane McClanahan, Pitcher of the Month, and Willie Sanchez, Player of the Month in June. Nobody in July. McClanahan, Pitcher of the Month in August. And nobody in September. So a lot of monthly awards for us. And if you look over here on the contract side, everybody is signed. All of our top guys are signed for 2 more seasons. So we could always run it back for 2 more years. But that's going to be it for us. We are done. We've accomplished what we set out to do. Win a World Series for the Tampa Bay Rays. And I'm so happy to have it done. We didn't go to a Game 7. Didn't have to worry about any of that stuff. And we did it. This roster, our pitching staff, all the guys, we added Jackson Ferris, but the rest of the 4 guys were already on the team, pitched excellent for 4 seasons, added Cade Smith this year, Hodge last year, Weaver this year. Like I said, Kevin Kelly was here for the whole time. Roger Guy developed into our closer. Basallo traded Xavier Isaac to get him. Sanchez we drafted. Garcia we drafted. Caminero was already on the team. Carson Williams was already on the team. Figueroa and Murray we drafted. So we got Garcia, Murray, Figueroa, and Sanchez in that order in the first draft. That set us up 4 of our best offensive players in one draft, all in a row. Traded for Alcantara. Chandler Simpson made it up and did a great job. And Trey Morgan developed, had a little bit of trouble in the postseason. Evan Carter we traded for, and he was awesome. And I just can't be happier. So I want to thank every one of you that has watched the episodes and liked and subscribed and commented and chatted with me on Discord. I appreciate it very much. I'm trying to get this channel going, and I really enjoy baseball. I miss football, so hopefully this new college football game is good, and I will be back with what most of you on the channel started following me for, and that was college football. But I'm going to take a week or so off. I'm going out of town to visit my dad down in Florida, so I'm going to go take a little break here, and then hopefully we'll be back with college football content, and that'll lead us into Madden later in the fall. But thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I had a great time, and appreciate all of you guys. So if you already aren't subscribers, please click the subscribe button, hit the like, leave a comment, tell me what you like or didn't like about the series so I can fix things going forward. But I will see you very soon with College Football 26 here on the channel. Take care.